Students, today we'll learn about the Supreme Court. Let's know about the syllabus. Composition, qualification of judges, appointment, independence of judiciary from the control of executive and legislature, jurisdiction and functions of the Supreme Court, original jurisdiction, appellate jurisdiction, advisory jurisdiction, revisory jurisdiction, judicial review, court of record, enforcement of fundamental rights and writs. Which is the highest judicial court in India? Supreme Court is the highest judicial court in India. India has a single integrated system of courts with the Supreme Court at the top. At the bottom, subordinate court, then high courts, then Supreme Court at the top. What do you mean by an integrated judiciary system? An integrated judiciary system means a single judiciary for the entire country based on hierarchy. An independent and impartial judiciary is an essential requisite for ensuring human rights and protecting democracy. Whatever the decision taken by the Supreme Court, that is the final decision. Now we will discuss composition of the Supreme Court. Supreme Court consists of 34 judges, 1 Chief Justice and 33 other judges. The Parliament may increase or decrease the number of judges of the Supreme Court. In the beginning, the Supreme Court had a Chief Justice and 7 other judges. In September 2019, Supreme Court got new judges and the strength reached 34. What qualifications should a person have to eligible for the post of a judge of the Supreme Court? A person must be a citizen of India. He or she should have worked as a judge of a high court or of 2 or more such courts in succession continuously for at least 5 years. Or he or she should have been for at least 10 years an advocate of a high court. Or he or she should be, in the opinion of the President, a distinguished jurist. Who appoints the judges and the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court? Every judge of the Supreme Court is appointed by the President of India. The Chief Justice of the Supreme Court is appointed by the President in consultation with the judges of the Supreme Court and High Courts. While appointing a judge of the Supreme Court, the President consults with the Chief Justice of India. In the absence of Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, the President may appoint another judge of the Supreme Court as the acting Chief Justice. What is the term of office of a judge of the Supreme Court? The Chief Justice and other judges of the Supreme Court remain in the office till the completion of 65 years of age. They can resign from their post whenever they like before completion of their term. They can be impeached if they are found guilty of misusing their power. The impeachment of a judge of the Supreme Court is the same as that followed for the impeachment of the President of India. The rigid procedure prescribed for the removal of the judges ensures non-interference in the working of the courts, and it assures the judges of the security of their tenure of office. The Supreme Court has been made independent of the influence of the executive. The framers of the Indian Constitution were eager to make the Supreme Court free from the control of the legislature and the executive, to enable it to be neutral and impartial in the dispensation of justice, even if its judgments were to go against the government. To ensure the independence of the courts, some constitutional provisions have been made, like appointment of judges. The President formally appoints the judges after consulting with the Cabinet and judges of the Supreme Court and High Courts. The judges cannot be removed from office by any authority through a normal simple procedure. A judge can be removed by the President only for proved misbehavior and incapacity. A judge can remain in office till he has attained the age of 65 years. He can be removed by the President on the ground of proved misbehavior or incapacity. The judges are free to announce their decisions. Their decisions cannot be criticized in public or by the press. It is the duty of the state to ensure their personal safety at all costs. No discussions in the legislature on the conduct of the judges. Regarding the conduct of any judge or about the discharge of his duties, except when there is a motion for his removal. The Supreme Court can punish for the contempt of court.